Hi, I'm Katie Farner, your Scentsy fragrance consultant. I'm coming to you today with a super exciting announcement. Scentsy just announced yesterday that they are bringing back the brick. The brick is only coming back for the month of November while supplies last, and they are only going to be available in 10 seasonal fragrances. So for those of you who maybe don't know what a brick is, I'm going to show you. This is a brick. It's like the size of my head. One Scentsy brick is actually equal to 6 Scentsy bars. You know, if you are a Scentsy customer of mine, that a 6-pack of bars is $25. You're buying 5 and you're getting the 6th one for free. So even the 6 for $25 is not as good of a deal as the brick because the brick is only $20. And you'll notice that the cubes in the brick are very large. 1 cube is equal to about 2 cubes from a Scentsy bar. So you've got a lot of wax here. It's actually 1 full pound of wax. 17 ounces, 1 pound of wax in this brick. So you might be wondering, like, oh my gosh, how do you even get the squares out of there? You can see it's like a bar where it's got the perforated edges. But I have a pair of scissors that are like my wax scissors. So if I want to cut even one of these cubes in half, like to make a recipe, and I'm putting it in a plug-in because a plug-in can only hold 1 cube, I'll cut these cubes of wax in half sometimes. So I have a pair of scissors that are my Scentsy wax scissors. And I just use those scissors to cut along the edge here of this. And then once you have cut along the line that you can see there, you just press on the back side and this whole piece will pop out. Super simple. The cubes in the brick are definitely not as easy to get out as the cubes in the bar, but it's such a great value that it's totally worth it. See, normally with a regular Scentsy bar of wax, you could kind of bend it like this and it would crack along the line. But the brick is just so large, it won't really do that. See, this is how I normally start. I just bend it like that, and you see it cracks right along the line, and then I just, whoop. That's usually how I start and get my wax out of my bar. It doesn't work like that in the brick, but it's not an issue. All you need is just a pair of scissors, and you can just trace along the line and then press on the back, and the wax will pop right out. So this is a brick. So for those of you who love your Scentsy fragrance and love a good value, the brick is for you. Now, I want to make sure to let you know that the bricks are only available while supplies last, starting November 1st. So I am going to take pre-orders starting right now. Once I list the fragrances, if you want to purchase any, just call me or text me or Facebook message me to get your pre-order in, because November 1st, I'm going to place an order for my personal bars and all of my customers who want, my personal bricks and all of my customers who want bricks. So send me a message or text me or whatever, and we can get this together for you. So without further ado, I'm going to tell you the 10 fragrances that you will be able to get in your Scentsy bricks. So the first one is Pumpkin Roll. Pumpkin Roll is a classic. Every time they have brought the bricks back for temporary reasons like this, Pumpkin Roll has been one of the options because it's so popular. If you haven't smelled Pumpkin Roll before, it's a must. It is a great seasonal scent. You've got your cinnamon, you've got your pumpkin, you've got your spice, and you smell sort of that buttery part of the pumpkin roll. It's delicious. And it's described as creamy pumpkin pie filling surrounded with yellow cake, pecans, butter, and spice. Classic fall scent. So that's your first of 10. The second scent that's available in bricks is called Cider Mill. And Cider Mill is described as brings together fresh apples, crushed pumpkin, and simmering spices for a cozy autumn treat. Oh gosh. This scent to me, this came out last year, and it was so popular they brought it back. To me, this was the first fragrance I ever smelled by Scentsy that I felt like just, it's so hard to describe. It evokes more of an emotion out of me than a description. Like, I smell it and I feel like I'm at my mom's house and she's baking food for Thanksgiving. She's baking pumpkin pies. We have apple cider simmering on the stove or in the crock pot. Like, that's just what it makes me think of. It brings back more memories. It's hard for me to almost describe it. Like, To me, when I smell this, I just smell memories, like as silly as that sounds. But Cider Mill it's a beautiful fragrance. It's a beautiful fall fragrance. If you haven't tried it, you definitely need to. So scent number 3, the third option for our bricks is called Cedar Cider. And Cedar Cider is really great. Cedar Cider, it's very different than Cider Mill. You know, when I first read the description, I thought, it's gonna smell just like Cider Mill, but it really doesn't. Cedar Cider is described as an autumn medley of the reddest apples, cinnamon sticks, and vanilla beans nestled among fragrant white cedar branches. It's the vanilla and the cedar that makes it so different, because they really do smell completely different. This one's more pumpkin-y to me, and this one is more apple and cider to me. Oh, they're equally good. Honestly, I do not think that someone should have one or the other. Like, they're equally as good because they're so different. Definitely not similar. I would definitely not describe them as similar, even though they're both kind of a cidery scent. So let's talk about the next group of fragrances. These are from our holiday collection. So the first one is Eskimo Kiss. Eskimo Kiss, I have a special connection with this scent because when I was blessed enough to go to our director boot camp at the home office, I got to take a fragrance class. And in that fragrance class, we got to break down one of our scents and learn a lot more about the chemistry of how fragrances are made and all these different things. And Eskimo Kiss was the scent that we broke down. It's always been one of my favorites. And then after that class, it just has even more special meaning to me. But Eskimo Kiss is described as blackberry jam, caramelized brown sugar, vanilla, and amber in a softly romantic scent. I always describe Eskimo Kiss as a really nice winter fragrance. This and our scent called Huckleberry Sage, those are scents that I love to use in like January and February. They're just a beautiful winter fragrance. They almost remind me of like, I don't know, just the sweetness of like a peppermint patty. Like they don't smell like, it doesn't smell like peppermint at all, but when I smell it, it reminds me of the sweetness of eating a peppermint patty. I know that sounds silly, but it's yummy. A great winter fragrance. So the next one available in the brick only while supplies last, starting November 1st, is Autumn Blaze Maple. And this is a brand new fragrance that came out in this catalog season. It's described as a bountiful harvest of crisp apples and earthy pumpkins with golden maple syrup, warm cinnamon, and a ribbon of smoldering oak. Like everything awesome they jammed into this scent. Like, oh my goodness. If you don't like sweet, kind of like maple scents, if you don't like mochadoodle, this would not be the scent for you. Those of you who like the mochadoodle, who like the caramel scents, who like the sweet foodie scents, this is for you, because it took a couple of my favorite things, fall and caramel and butter, and put them all into one. It's an amazing scent. And again, it's for those of you who like those maple-y fragrances, people who love mochadoodle, you're gonna love Autumn Blaze Maple. And remember, while I'm talking about these scents, you gotta remember that you can mix. You know, this smells really good with cinnamon bear. I've mixed this with cinnamon bear before to kind of punch up the cinnamon and simmer down the maple sweetness a little bit. So remember that you can mix your fragrances too. So next, available in the brick, starting November 1st, is Christmas Cottage, classic Christmas fragrance. It's described as a cozy, inviting blend of Valencia oranges, raspberries, cloves, and spices. This is a classic Christmas scent. I love to mix this one with snowberry, and that's usually like my Christmas Day go-to scent. Oh, it really does smell like Christmas. It's a fabulous scent. If you like to have your cinnamon brooms around the house this time of year, this reminds me of that smell. It's a go-to for the holidays. So the next available in the brick starting November 1st, only while supplies last, is Winter Pine. Winter Pine is your classic pine fragrance. Those of you who have been around for a long time, this used to be called Festival of Trees. It is still the same fragrance, we just had to change the name. So Winter Pine, traditional pine Christmas scent. It's described as frolic in a forest of evergreens as fir needles fall among aromatic white cedar and musk with a wintry whisper of citrus. It is a classic pine evergreen type scent. So if you love that, get this. And hey, a quick tip. Those of you who do maybe an artificial Christmas tree, you can get this scent in a scent circle and hang it in your tree. You can hang 2 or 3 in your tree, and then your tree is going to be releasing the scent of pine even though it's artificial. You can, I think we have it in scent packs too. Let me just check. Yep, you can also get it in the scent pack, which is going to release even more scent. So you could do like 1 scent pack in your tree, and it'll throw a nice scent of pine. So this is the last one from the holiday collection that'll be available in the brick, and this one is called Everything Nice. When I read the descriptions for the new scents, Everything Nice was the one I was the most excited about because I love the sweet scents. I love the caramel. So when I read this description, I was like very excited. And it didn't let me down, of course. Sugar and spice and Everything Nice, deep caramel and swirls of butter with roasted pumpkin and glazed pecans. Like, that's it. Like, that's where it's at. Like, it doesn't get much better than that. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Now, yes, I have a warning. If you don't want to eat, you might not want to burn this in your house or warm this in your house. But you can warm this in your house, and if you don't have it in the house to eat, you can't eat it anyway. So what does it matter? So that's Everything Nice. Delicious. You can smell the pumpkin. You can smell like this caramel, buttery goodness. It is delicious. So now for the last 2. These are the last 2 fragrances that you can get in the bricks. First is Crumb Top. Crumb Top is my favorite new scent of all the new ones. Of every new fragrance that we got this year, Crumb Top is my favorite. It smells amazing. Amazing. And when I saw this listed on the brick list, I did a little shout out loud. I was very excited because to think of being able to get this and this is just exciting, very exciting. So Crumb Top really smells exactly like it's described. Crumb Top is the perfect blend of oats, butter, and brown sugar to top your favorite dessert. When I smell this warming in my house, when I smell this tester, I literally, in my mind, feel like I am about to bite into a muffin with a delicious streusel topping. You smell the cinnamon, you smell the oats, you smell the butter, all the things that come together to make that amazing streusel topping for a muffin or a pie. You smell that. It is such a like well-rounded scent. It makes my mouth water. It is delicious smelling, and it is an awesome scent to have around for the holidays. And I'm so excited we can get it in the brick. So the last one, available in the brick starting November 1st, only while supplies last, is Salted Caramel Cupcake. And this one, again, is also delicious. Creamy golden caramel with hints of cocoa and delicate pink sea salt crowns a buttery cupcake. What I really like about this scent is you would never want to mix this. Like, this has a great balance of everything. Like, it's got your salty, it's got your sweet. It is a very well done fragrance. Like, when I smell scents, sometimes I think, oh, it'd be great to mix this with that and like come up with different combinations. When I smell this, I can't think of anything I would want to mix with it because it's just so well balanced on its own. It's got so many different things, and it's just, you can't make this any better. Like, there is no making this better. It's really good. I love that you can smell the salt, and the salt helps to balance the super sweetness that is in the caramel. Because I mean, you've got caramel, cocoa, and buttery cupcake. So the saltiness really helps to cut that and make it not overly sweet. So those are the 10 fragrances that are going to be available starting November 1st in the brick. And remember, 1 brick is equal to 6 Scentsy bars. So you are going to get a lot of wax for this $20 value. And it's only while supplies last. So if you want to place your order, contact me ASAP and we can do a pre-order. I'm going to place my very first order November 1st for these bricks to get mine and all of the bricks for the customers who know they are ready and want them. So you can also host a party and use your hostess rewards to purchase your bricks. Your free product credit and your half-priced items from hosting a party can be applied to this. So if you want to host a party in November and get your bricks for free and half off, send me a message about that too, and we can set up a date. I still have a lot of weeknights available. I don't have much on the weekends, but we can always find something that will work. I know it. So thanks for watching this video, and don't let these bricks go. Get the bricks while you can, because once they're gone, you're gonna be sad you didn't get them. Trust me. I hold on to these like gold. They're amazing, and I wish we had them all year round, but we don't. But hey, it makes us appreciate them even more, right? So thanks for watching my video, and make sure you subscribe to my channel so you can keep up to date on all the exciting news, all the new products that are coming out that I share with you about Scentsy. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.